Centering prayer, resting in God's presence. Centering prayer is a quiet, contemplative form of Christian prayer that invites us to move beyond words, thoughts, and emotions into simple awareness of God. Rather than asking, speaking, or analyzing, centering prayer teaches us how to be still, to consent to God's loving presence and action within. In a world filled with noise and constant stimulation, this ancient yet renewed practice offers a gentle path back to inner stillness. What is centering prayer? Centering prayer is a method of silent prayer rooted in early Christian contemplative traditions. It was popularized in modern times by Trappist monk Thomas Keating, who helped reintroduce this practice as a way for everyday people to experience deep communion with God. At its heart, centering prayer is not about achieving a special state or mastering a technique. It is about consent, quietly opening yourself to God's presence and allowing divine love to work within you. Unlike spoken prayers or structured meditation, centering prayer uses silence as its primary language. The purpose of centering prayer. The goal of centering prayer is not to empty the mind for its own sake, but to make room for God. It gently shifts prayer from doing to being. Through regular practice, many people experience a deeper sense of peace, greater emotional clarity, increased compassion toward others, freedom from habitual reactions, a growing awareness of God in everyday life. Over time, centering prayer supports inner healing and spiritual transformation by helping us release control and trust God more fully. How centering prayer is practiced. The practice is simple, yet profound. Choose a sacred word, such as peace, Abba, or love, as a symbol of your intention to consent to God's presence. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Gently introduce your sacred word when you notice thoughts arising. Return to silence again and again, without judgment. Remain in prayer for about 20 minutes. End slowly, taking a moment before re-entering daily activity. The sacred word is not repeated constantly, it is used lightly, only when needed, to return to inner stillness. Thoughts will come, and that's okay. A common misunderstanding is that centering prayer requires stopping thoughts completely. In reality, thoughts are expected. The practice is simply to notice them and gently let them go, returning to silence. There is no perfect session. Every return to stillness is itself an act of prayer. Centering prayer in daily life. While traditionally practiced once or twice a day, centering prayer gradually extends into ordinary moments. You may find yourself becoming more present, more patient, and more aware of God throughout the day. It nurtures a contemplative way of living, where prayer is not confined to quiet time, but flows naturally into work, relationships, and rest. A prayer of consent. Loving God, I offer myself to your presence. Quiet my striving. Open my heart. Teach me to rest in you. Amen. Final thoughts. Centering prayer is a humble invitation to trust that God is already at work within you. You don't need special words or spiritual effort. All that's required is willingness. In silence, we discover that prayer is less about reaching God and more about realizing that God has been holding us all along.